finally decided to embrace some technology into the problems I've been having with my Mark III Spitfire in starting. I think that one of the main problems has been the coils. The bike stopped starting. The bike doesn't want to start ever since I've put some new coil brackets on, and I've changed some of the wiring. I'm getting sparks, so it could be timing, but I thought I've done quite a lot of work on it trying to sort out what's going wrong, so I'm going to put this electronic kit on. The kit is by Wassell, and it comes with a quite comprehensive manual. The kit can go on singles and twins, positive earth, negative earth, and that's what I'm looking at here. So that's the twin cylinder instruction diagram, if you like, or the wiring diagram. The kit that I bought off the internet came with two brand new Lucas coils as well, so I'm going to install them, and they come with the rubbers and all the terminals and blades and everything. The actual kit from Wassell for the ignition, electronic ignition, has the back plate, the stator, and they mentioned that this screw might be too long and to cut a little bit off if that doesn't fully seat. Box of tricks, two wires which have got moulded plugs on already, which will go directly into the box, and my BSA manual, so that I can work out how to time it and follow the instructions. It comes with all the crimps, crimp terminals and the relevant wiring, so I'm going to go through the instruction book and hopefully fit this onto my bike in not too much time. So the first job is to disconnect the battery. That's something I can do, I think. I'm actually going to take it out and charge it. It's been here all year. I've taken the cover off the condensers. This one here, the red one goes down to the points, the black one goes to the far side coil, and likewise on this one the black goes to the near side coil and the blue one goes down to the points. So I'll strip that all out because they're no longer required apparently. And then here on the coils, that one goes up to the ignition switch, so I'll reuse that as the diagram. And then there's a link wire between the two coils in the black, and that other red one goes, well, it's a black link coil. Take that back. No, it's a red link coil. The new one gets a black wire. Jeez, I think this guy's just used whatever colour cable he wanted when he wired this. I mean, look at this ground one. Why would you use orange for a ground? I mean, why? Orange. So I'm going to take these coils off and install the new ones. I'm also going to take this opportunity to neaten a few bits up, like this bolt that's just here. Now that's definitely a Whitworth, stainless steel Whitworth. Not sure what the other one is, but I'll make these two the same, because that sort of annoys me more than anything. Why can't you just chop the nut down? Sorry, chop the bolt down. Okay, so I've done my wiring diagram. I've stripped off all the wires from the coils up to the old condensers, so that system is completely gone now. I'm just going to take the stator plate off. I've actually come to the conclusion that my favourite spanner on this bike is my adjustable. There's UNC, UNF, metric, Whitworth, everything, and I keep having to go back to different spanners. So for this operation I've actually been using my pretty decent adjustable to do all this lot. So I shall continue, strip that down, and then once I've wired up the new parts here, I shall go on and install the new coils and all the electrics, and then get back to putting on the electric ignition system. One thing I have noticed though is that there is a mark here on the plate, if you can see that. Now I don't know if that's a bit of paint to line them up. and I'm not sure what that's telling me, but I just wonder whether or not that plate has slipped and the timing's out, although it feels really tight, or whether that's telling me top dead or the amount of degrees before. I don't know, but just thought I'd take a quick vid of that because I don't know quite sure what that is telling me. So the next thing to do is take off the plate by just removing the 2 screws and this central bolt. In fact, you don't even need to take that off to get that bit off. Now we remove this advance and retard unit. Just do that. I've also got these 2 bits to come off. Now this bit is a little bit tight. It does come off because it's on a taper. It just needs a little tap, and it should then just ping off. Oh, there you go. I couldn't pull it off, but that little tap just got it straight off. So that is that backplate off. Onwards. So I've rewired the coils up here. I'm just doing an earth wire, just crimping this end on with my trusty crimpers. Right, so that's the crimping done. I'm going to run this one from here on the coil to this bolt here as an earth. I've tested the continuity between this bolt and the earth on the battery, and it's a really good strong continuity. So once that's done, I'll get on to timing the bike and fitting the stator and the electronic ignition. I've taken out the spark plugs so that you can crank the engine round easier. I'm going to do it with the kickstart. You could do it with the back wheel with it in gear, and then you've got this little tool here which is the timing position, and this goes into the front of the engine and locks the crank position in the fully advanced position, and it must go in that way around according to the manual and not that way around. So the flat bit to the top, if you like, and that just fits into there where that plate is. And then once you've got that and you know it's at the fully advanced position, you can put the electronic ignition components in and position the stator plate to the anti-clockwise position for a BSA and the clockwise position apparently for a Triumph. So now we have the timing mark on the stator plate just here. You can see the little mark there. Now that has to line up with this bit here where it says A for anti-clockwise. So that now goes into there like that, so that these holes are right in the center of the adjustments, and you might not be able to see it, but the blue line on that middle stator now lines up with the anti-clockwise position on the magnet. So that just needs locking into place now. Right, so we've done the carburetors. I've installed electronic ignition and put it all back together. I had a bit of a weep off that carburetor when I've just put the fuel on, so I've redone that. One of the gaskets wasn't sealing properly. I'm just going to see if we can start it with the electronic ignition. So well, it starts, but I've clearly got a problem with the throttle somewhere, and it's vibrated a few bolts off. So I'm going to find them. Anyway, that was a good start.